Stateless model architectures delete conversation history every time an API session ends. On the far left of the timeline under the Claude logo, you can see session 1 where you explain a complex cloud setup and get a sharp, accurate response. But follow the line across to the right, and the memory wiped icon shows what happens the moment that request finishes. An LLM is like a genius with amnesia who reads a book, gives a brilliant summary, and then immediately forgets they ever read it. That brain icon with the question marks on the right side captures the core issue. The model doesn't actually retain your data because weights are static and context windows flush upon completion. By the end of this breakdown, you will know exactly how to architect an external memory system that stops your models from forgetting context. Look down the left side from session 2 to session 4, where the user has to re-explain their microservices setup every single time. That repetitive setup loop at the bottom right forces developers into an expensive, redundant cycle of passing identical system prompts and context strings over and over. Here's the counterintuitive part that trips up most engineers. Adding a longer context window doesn't fix this problem. It just makes your forgotten context more expensive to resend. Context isn't memory, it's just short-term scratchpad space. Next, we are going to look at the exact token limit mechanisms that trigger these context wipes and force full resets. Look at the top left quadrant showing LLM architecture and default statelessness, where arrows feed into a central brain without any database connected. Every single API call acts like a temporary calculated transaction that disappears the instant you hit equals. Trace the top right diagram for the API request response cycle from the user app over to Claude. The payload passes tokens into an active context window, generates a response, and then a pair of scissors literally cuts the session data off from being retained. That scissors icon is the exact failure condition. When an API request completes, the server tears down the workup process and drops every active state variable from VRAM. Move your eyes to the bottom left quadrant titled Context Window and reset to see how this plays out over time. The circular meter splits your working memory between system prompts and conversation history, but as soon as a session timer expires, the context ends and history is cleared back to a blank slate. Over on the bottom right, section 3 highlights why providers design it this way. Server-side state doesn't scale to millions of concurrent users. Here's the pattern interrupt that surprises most teams. Model providers aren't failing to save your chat. They are intentionally running stateless compute to keep infrastructure costs flat. Now let's look at how the concept itself works to give models persistent memory. An enhanced memory system has to operate like a smart filing cabinet, not just a scratchpad. On the left of this main schematic under the Claude logo, you can see how a vanilla AI agent has to deal with its fundamental limitation. The working memory anchored by that short-term context window icon gets user input, but forgets context because it has limited capacity. It's session specific, so when that session ends, the facts disappear. Your core engineering problem isn't finding a smarter model. It's architecting a semantic lookup service. This massive central block, the memory management and attention mechanism, intercepts every user input. Before the model gets to think, the attention mechanism consults the two memory stores on the right. A pattern interrupt. Many forget, the memory controller doesn't just read data, it actively decides what is worth writing to persistent knowledge. Look at the two data types. The long-term vector store, that structured grid of cubes on the top right, holds your static persistent facts. Right below it, the episodic memory timeline captures your user preferences, event recall, and raw conversation history. The entire loop on the right, connecting these stores to the brain icon via semantic search and retrieval and time-based contextual recall, is what solves continuity. Now look at how it must all perform. Everything on the far left, the memory management controller in the middle, and the memory stores on the right must execute under a very strict token budget. Look at the token allocation meter at the bottom left. It has an optimized usage range for prioritization and cost optimization. This budget isn't fixed, it's a sliding scale. You are making hard architectural trades. choosing which episodes to prioritize and which facts to summarize before sending the consolidated context to the short-term workspace. If making critical infrastructure decisions like this confidently is what you want, subscribe now. Every Friday, one AI engineering concept, free. The payoff on the far right is the superpowered AI with contextual memory and continuity, capable of giving a personalized and informed response. Next, let us see exactly where this runs in production. Claude Projects implements this persistent memory pipeline right inside production. Starting on the left, in section 1, knowledge capture shows a user uploading technical documents, code bases, and brand guidelines into a project context window rated for 200,000 tokens. Follow the upload stream arrow down to where user-specific knowledge gets stored in that illuminated project cube. From there, trace the main path right into section 2, data organization and enrichment. Here, an automated processing engine handles automatic indexing, contextual chunking, and data structuring before pushing vectors into long-term persistent storage. Notice the timeline at the bottom, confirming data lives beyond a single chat session. This isn't just dumping files into context, it's pre-indexing your data so every session starts warm. Two tools solve this today, Pinecone and Quadrant. Here's the key difference between them. Pinecone handles managed serverless vector scaling out of the box, while Quadrant gives you open source control over hybrid search and custom payload filtering. Move to section 3 on the right to see intelligent retrieval and response during a brand new chat. When a user opens session N and asks a project related query, the AI doesn't reread your whole code base. Instead, the semantic search and retrieval line fetches relevant, specifically contextual chunks directly from long-term storage into the model brain. Here is the surprising counterintuitive beat. The platform isn't maintaining one massive, endlessly growing active context window behind the scenes. It's executing precise, dynamic retrieval behind the scenes, so your per-query latency stays rock solid. Look at the bottom right comparison. Standard chat history is strictly limited, whereas project context is persistent and project aware. The result is high confidence and complex analysis without blowing up token costs. Now let us understand why this was the only right engineering choice. Look closely at the entire structure, and this core truth becomes clear. Memory is not just storage. If you think your primary challenge is database capacity, you have already lost. The infographic spells it out. Memory is retrieval under a token budget. Trace this bottleneck on the left under memory is not just storage. A human brain and that massive large database can hold unlimited facts, but input limits on the right side prevent your AI model from directly accessing any of it. When that red X appears, it means you hit the wall, forcing a choice of which information to discard. Here's the engineering constraint that made optimized retrieval the only logical pattern. It doesn't matter how vast your user context or knowledge base is on the left, if you can't efficiently pack it into that tiny context window with the glowing progress bar. Stop building bigger databases. Start engineering faster, smarter retrieval engines. Now follow the optimized retrieval system flow through the center gears. This pattern is often called RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. It uses semantic search and chunking to turn messy data into embedding vectors for indexing and re-ranking. Most engineers miss this crucial optimization. The retrieval engine's job is not to deliver more data, but rather to deliver the most relevant ranked results. Only by retrieving relevant information can you respect the context window limits shown bottom right. Utilize vector search, optimize for relevance within budget, and evaluate precise metrics. Two tools solve this today, Pinecone and Viviate. Here's the key difference between them. Pinecone is a fully managed serverless solution that abstracts away vector infrastructure, while Viviate offers an open source hybrid search engine you can self-host for total control. The key insight is this: the only way to solve AI memory is to engineering retrieval to respect your model's fixed attention span. Now that you've mastered the core retrieval engineering pattern, your next mission is to fix latency. Watch our breakdown on advanced hybrid search techniques next to see how combining sparse and dense retrieval can deliver relevant context even faster. Subscribe for a new AI engineering breakdown every Friday.